Welcome once again to my kitchen. Today we continue our series on eggs and we are going to be learning how to make baked eggs. Messieurs, dames, bienvenue, bonjour et bonsoir. Et aujourd'hui, nous allons faire zé non fou. So while my pan is warming up, let me talk to you. By the way, do you like my jacket? These are the colors of Ghana, darling. Yes, 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 indeed. While our pan is warming up, I want to talk to you about baked eggs. Baked eggs are typically cooked in a ramekin, and today we are going to be using a Corningware Classic. And what I love about these dishes is the handle because it's oven friendly. And I remember they became very popular in the 1960s, okay? So to begin, I'm going to go ahead and pour some avocado oil in my pan here. Now, avocado oil, if you did not know, is a great source of omega-9, and that fat is very crucial for our heart health. Avocado oil is also a great source of vitamins A, D, E, and K, and these four, they are important for our skin and our eyesight, okay? Very, very important. All right, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to saute in my pan here some spinach. I have here some shallots, and I also have some pre-cooked bacon, okay? Now, for the filling, you can be creative. You may have perhaps some bell peppers, you may have some ham, whatever you have in your refrigerator, use it, be creative, okay? Now, monsieur, dame, l'huile d'avocat, les gros graisses, la qui les graisses et qui les oméga 9. Et l'huile, ça, est important pour santé nous. Et puis tout, il gagne 4 vitamines là, il gagne vitamine A, D, E et K qui est important pour nous avec genoux. D'accord? All right, let's get started with our filling. Notice I also have the stem being cooked. When you buy spinach, you want to buy the whole spinach, okay? Not just the leaves, because the stems are just as nutritious as the leaves. All right, let's put in our bacon. A bit of salt and pepper. I'm going to turn off the heat, and I'm going to add here some Parmesan cheese. Voila. Yes, yes. All right, so our filling is ready to go. It smells so good. That cheese really makes a difference. As you notice, when it comes to cooking spinach, once it's done, it cooks down to nothing. But so you can always double it if you like, okay? Now in this recipe, I'm going to be using duck eggs. Now, just like the bird duck, okay, duck eggs are, they have a richer flavor and they also have a higher fat content compared to chicken. Look, you see how much more yellow the yolk is, okay? Variety is the spice of life, okay? Now, the reason why I'm cracking the eggs in a separate bowl and not directly in our Corningware is because you don't want the shells in there, okay? So we're gonna pour these two on top. Voila. Next, we're going to season with some salt. Go easy at the beginning. That looks so beautiful. And then I'm also going to add some chicken bouillon, Maggi. Now, it's going to add some of that umami flavor for us. And chicken bouillon is a very versatile seasoning, especially for egg dishes. Let's do a little bit more. We can always add some more at the end. And then lastly, we're going to add some freshly cracked white pepper. And it's going to go in the oven at 325 for about 8 to 10 minutes. It's bubbling. It is looking gorgeous. Now, of course, it's not done yet. I'm simply going to add about a tablespoon of heavy cream on here. Okay. Now, you can actually turn your oven up to 375, folks, if you kind of in a hurry in the morning. Okay. That should do it. All right, we're going to give it another 5 more minutes in the oven and then come back and finish off with the cheese. baked eggs. Beautiful. I think I might have overdone it with the avocado oil, but listen, it's a great fat and I'm gonna eat all of it. All right. Mission accomplie. Mission accomplished. Let me get my juice out of the refrigerator. Oh my goodness, big eggs. Now, as I mentioned before in my boiled egg segment, you know, breakfast, a healthy whole breakfast plays a major role in our self-mothering, self-nurturing journey, especially if you grew up in a household where dysfunction and neglect was part of your childhood. And I mention this because, you know, going no contact with abusive NOC parents have been a topic trending on social media. So I am actually part of that community as well too, okay? So self-care, self-mothering also involves a healthy whole breakfast. All right, so I'm gonna pair this up with a half toasted bagel. Folks, do your best to stay away from processed bread, white bread, okay? Now, this is freshly made this morning. This is a combination of passion fruit juice, gigonadia. I'm Haitian, so this is part of our staple in Haitian cuisine. I've mixed it up with some freshly squeezed orange juice. There's nothing that can come in comparison to freshly homemade. Just give me 1 second. If you can invest in one, buy yourself a juicer. Again, self-mothering, okay? Because freshly made juice is, my goodness, when you cannot compare this to store-bought because they're added with preservatives, and that's the reason why they're able to stay fresh on the shelf for about what? I don't know how many months, okay? Let's dig in. Ooh, baked eggs. Ay, 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 ay. So, ooh, it's hot. It's hot. I'm gonna cut this in half. And I'm gonna place it on top of my bagel here. Look at this, y'all. Ay, ay, ay. I'm gonna be in Richmond on the 23rd of December. So this tutorial here is actually part of my practice before I go on live television next week. I love it, I love it, I love it. Look at that, look at that. Let us dig in, y'all. We have your winner. Spinach, iron, whole bread, whole grain bagel. Absolutely fantastic, which is fantastic for our gut health. Oh my God. All right, it is 5:20 and I have to head out of here in about 15 minutes. I'm headed to the Wells Theater tonight for an Ella Fitzgerald Christmas. I love it. Listen, my life is centered around food, the arts, activism, fitness, and travel. And I hope those of you who grew up in dysfunction like me will find your identity, you will find your community, you will find things that bring you joy. Because when we are children, we don't get to pick our parents, we don't get to pick our siblings. But when we're older, we get to decide, okay? I recently learned about words like triangulation. I know about scapegoat abuse for a long time because I've lived it since I was 12 years old. And the apple can fall far from the tree. We don't have to be like our parents. We don't have to be like our siblings. We love them. But in every family, God always picks one To be the whistleblower, to be the truth teller, it's not an easy task. It's a very heavy mantle to carry, but I wear it with honor and with pride, and I hope you do too, okay? Thanks so much for watching, for liking, for subscribing, and remember, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. I'm Chef Yasmin, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye, chérie.